Hi everybody, I'm Christie Ribary and I'm a business coach, and I focus my practice around supporting aspiring and existing entrepreneurs. So aspiring entrepreneurs are those of you that may be working a 9-to-5 job right now. You might be wanting to step off of that platform and start your own company, but you're not quite sure how or what the right idea is for you yet. An aspiring entrepreneur might be someone that actually already knows who they want to serve, the type of business they want to create, but they need a little bit of additional support in structuring the business, in soliciting the right types of clients, in getting those sales, and just other types of support you need along the way on your entrepreneurial journey. Now, my existing entrepreneurial clients are people that are generally in the first 1 to 5 years of their company, of owning their own business, of being a CEO, and they lean into the coaching process so that they can really improve their performance, drive their revenues, and scale their companies to a higher level. And we focus deeply on that in our coaching programs. And those are the types of clients that I serve, not only my one-to-one coaching, but also here in this community. So on this forum, you'll find that I'll be providing different coaching strategies, tips and tricks, but different methodologies that you can apply to your business if you are either aspiring to start something of your own and get out of working in maybe corporate America, or maybe you are working in the home right now and you're providing for the children and the CEO of the life, but you want something for yourself outside of that. So again, those are my aspiring entrepreneurs, and my existing entrepreneurs. We all have the same types of challenges where we really need to identify very clearly who are our customers, what problems are we solving for them, and how do we do that in a way that we're scaling our business profitably, successfully, and building it sustainably. So that's what I focus on my coaching, and we'll be talking about that here in this community with the different videos that you see available. A little bit about what I do in my private coaching. Like I said, I work one-on-one, but I have 4 pillars that I really encourage my entrepreneurs to lean in on. The first one is on clarity. And you heard me mention it here already, making sure that you are very clear and concise on your actual business plan. I work with people in all walks of life across all different spectrums of business that struggle with their actual business plan, knowing their strategy. So we focus on getting clarity around what it is that you're really meant to be doing, and are you delivering excellence at every level. So getting clear. The second one is on strategy. So strategy is vital to the success of your business as far as how you scale. What types of people do you need on your team to help you get to where you need to be and where you know that you're capable of being in your business? Do you have the right marketing strategy? Do you have the right product strategy? So again, these are all different areas of the business that we're looking at really under a microscope to make sure that you are set up for success. The third piece is mindset. Guys and gals, this is such a huge thing. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or you have been in the business for several years, the mindset that you have is vital to the success of your company and in your life. And one of the things that I do as a business coach and a consultant for many, many years, but I'm also a life coach and a spiritual coach. And so when we get into the mindset that you hold as a CEO of your company, we want to make sure that it's one of confidence, that it is one allowing you to have ultimate level of success in your business and to thrive. So again, mindset is something that we take a look at. And then the fourth piece is results and revenue. And so not only are you getting the results, the client satisfaction, the sustainability and growth in your business, but that you're seeing the real revenues that you need to be a real serious entrepreneur and to build that legacy business. So those are the 4 pillars that we dig into, and I try to bring those themes to life here in our coaching sessions. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you is actually a little bit about my experience. So, you'll find that in this very chaotic, hectic marketplace where there are so many business coaches out there, I wanted to take a few minutes and just share with you about who I really am and what I've done in my career. So I've had more than 20 years, like I mentioned, of unparalleled success in the business world. Right out of school, when I got my MBA, I started at a director level position for a very prominent sports marketing firm. So I have worked and consulted with very big brands like Under Armour, Gore-Tex, Nike, Camelback. Those were just a few of the brands that I worked with in that space. I then moved into the media world and had executive level positions. I've worked with very big studios that you might have heard of before, like Lionsgate and Sony and Paramount Films. I also did quite a bit of work in sales and marketing for Major League Baseball, the NFL, the NBA, so I've been a top sales performer within league media sales for those pretty major organizations. And then I also went into the tech space, and I've worked with several startups at a very ground level. In fact, I was a co-founder of a tech startup that I helped take public in 2012, but with several of these other tech startups that were some of the fastest growing sort of tech or consumer tech products in our country, and in some cases globally over the last decade. I started at a very ground level in a leadership position and grew and expanded the businesses into global teams with revenues in the $20-30 million range. And these were companies that started at ground one, like $1 that I helped build. So I've been in that space. And then the fourth piece is that I've also owned my own coaching and consulting business for more than a decade. And during that time, I've not only consulted and coached companies that hired me to work within their company, help them improve performance, grow their sales, expand their sales globally, and oftentimes it was to revamp or create a new marketing strategy, but I also coach their individuals. In the last several years, I've really pivoted to working directly with people like you, the actual entrepreneur on the ground who wants to get very serious about their business and who wants to lean into some support, realizing that maybe you didn't go to business school like me. Maybe you didn't have an abundance of different business opportunities, but here you are running your own company. So your zone of genius might be developing and delivering your product and service and connecting with your client. But you may not have all the skills that you need to run your business like an expert. And so those are the types of people that I'm helping now so that they can really be in this race for the long run. So that's a little bit about my experience. The last part that I would mention is I've also been on the board of numerous nonprofits and philanthropic groups, as well as started my own nonprofit, which was a giving circle outside of Portland, and it grew to be one of the fastest giving circles, nonprofit alliances in the country for that particular type of sector. So I know my way around the philanthropic space, the startup space, the tech space, the media space, and also, like I said, with big brands in the sports space. So I look forward to working with you and hearing about your specific business opportunity, the entrepreneurial journey that you're on, and if there's a way that we can support you in accomplishing your dreams. So that's a little bit about my experience and my education, just very quickly on that, because again, so many coaches in this space might be brilliant on social media, and they've really identified how to target their audience on Facebook and through Instagram, and that is fantastic. My experience is very different than that. I'm a very tactical coach with real experience in the business world, with real education to support it. Again, you always do your homework, whether you're just leaning in on a platform like this and spending time to hear videos, or you're going to maybe get into an investment relationship with a coach to help you up-level your game in the business world. Make sure you do your research on their education. So for me, I have my MBA. I also have graduate level certificates in conflict resolution, mediation, and arbitration, as well as coaching certification in spiritual and life and business coaching. So that's a little bit about my education. Now, the last thing that I wanted to share with you a little bit today is sort of my philosophy and my ethos when it comes to coaching. Like I said, I don't do a lot of group coaching programs. I do a few per year, but really where my zone of genius lies right now in my business is working with you one-on-one individually in a really deep, committed relationship that usually spans over the period of a couple of months, if not a year. In these one-on-one relationships that I have with clients, we do a deep dive into your business and also into your life. Again, what's different for me than business coaches or consultants, we'll focus on your business and your entrepreneurial dreams and making sure we have the strategy, right? The clarity and the plans to get you to the revenue you need to be successful in that entrepreneurial track. But there are also things that happen in our lives, whether it's around our confidence, something has come up in our family, if we need to talk about your personal finances so that you can be successful in your business with your business finances. Those things all come into play in the coaching relationships that I develop with my clients. Again, one of my goals is to be the person that listens to you better than anyone has ever listened to you in your life, if not certainly over the last several years, maybe in your life, because there comes a time in our relationships when we're leaning in on our spouses or our business partner or our friends, and it starts to become a one-way relationship where you've got a lot of sharing, you've got a lot of processing that you're doing, but you can't keep going back to the same mill, and asking the same people to support you in those ways where you're just really needing to dig in deep with support. That's one of the things that's beautiful about a coaching relationship, is that somebody is going to really listen to every word that you're saying, hear you deeply, so that you can start to get the clarity that you need in your life, looking within, finding the answers so that you can drive the decisions in your life and the decisions in your business in more powerful ways than you ever have in the past. So that's one of the things that I think that my clients really enjoy in working with me, is that deep listening like no one had listened to them before, and caring intimately about your business in ways that a lot of people may not care about your business. So my goal and my strategy in each session is to give you what you need. Every time I work with a client, it's a custom program that we're developing, and every session has a unique, particular focus based on what you need in your business that week. So again, that's a little bit about the work that I do. It's very different than a lot of the coaches that are out there that have kind of a one-size-fits-all e-course or some type of content course that they're delivering where it's one-to-many. My relationships at this time are really different with clients, and that's a little bit about what I do. I'm looking forward to serving you here on this community and also over in my Facebook group. If you find yourself being an entrepreneur, again, either an aspiring entrepreneur business owner or an existing business owner, and you realize there might be some areas where you know that strategically you need to sharpen your skills. If you have difficulty with creating a budget, or maybe you need some finesse and some support around really delivering a stellar sales performance and landing those clients, I encourage you to give me a call and to book a 30-minute coaching consult with me. I love to have these conversations. We'll dig in deep to where you're at in your business, where you want to go, what's holding you back, and if this coaching process and if a relationship together in coaching will help you get there. So I look forward to talking to you, and thanks for listening today.